First, you get a pack of cards, and you can shuffle them just like this. Let's do that. Maybe an overhand shuffle, and a card or two, just like that. Next, you're gonna get out an envelope for the spectator to hold. You can show the spectator that currently there is nothing inside of the envelope. And as you can see, there's nothing inside of the envelope right now. Then you can just close the envelope and hand it to the spectator. Next, you ask the spectator to cut the pack of cards wherever they want. Let's just say they cut somewhere around there, right? And now, it doesn't really matter what card they cut, but then you're gonna ask the spectator to check out the card. As you can see, right now, it's the 10 of hearts. Next, the spectator can shuffle the deck if they want to, just like this. Maybe a cut or two. Next, all of these cards are actually trained Houdinis, as you explained to them. You're gonna take 2 rubber bands and wrap them around the deck lengthwise and horizontally. Just like this. And now, you can see the rubber bands are legitimately around the cards. So there's no way for a card to be taken out of the deck without prior removing a rubber band. But you're gonna show that the cards are really good at hiding things. First, the spectator is still holding onto the envelope, but you're just gonna ask them to bring it a bit closer. You're gonna riffle the pack somewhere around there. Stick the envelope just like this. Keep in mind the spectator is still holding onto the envelope. Now watch. If you just push the deck into like that and let the rubber band off, the rubber bands are still completely on the card, on the card deck. So there's no way that a card could be taken off. But watch this. When you open the envelope, you can see there's 1 card inside of it. Let's take it out. So you can see, it is the spectator's chosen card. Now let's get into how this is done. So before I get into the tutorial, I'm just gonna ask you to subscribe really quickly and click on the notifications icon below, because actually, this is our second giveaway. I will be doing another giveaway today in this video at the end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Second, if you like the trick, make sure to like the video, because I use the likes to gauge what type of tricks my audience likes better. For example, tricks involving cards and envelopes have done pretty well on my channel, so that's why I keep doing them. Some other tricks that don't do as well, I don't make videos of because you guys apparently don't like them. So if you like these type of tricks, make sure to keep liking the videos. Okay, now let's get into the tutorial of this trick. For this trick, you will need a pack of cards and an envelope. There are 2 main essential parts to this trick, and we will first go to the second. We'll work on the deck handling, so we'll talk about the envelope later. Now first, you are going to be forcing the spectator a card. When they seem like they can cut the card at any place they want, you're in reality forcing them to choose a pre-selected card. Here's how you do it. First, get a card that you want to force the spectator. In this case, it is the 10 of hearts. And you put it on the bottom of the deck. Put it on the top, sorry. Now, when you ask the spectator to cut to any of the cards, they will grab your cards. Then, you can take their cards back and then just put the cards on top like that. So it looks like they cut to this card. But in reality, this is the top card of the deck. And that's a really easy way to force a card. Just try it. This may not seem very effective, but just try it on your friends and you can see it actually works. Now, you may be asking, how do I shuffle the deck? Easy. First, I have gone over this previously in the first video that I uploaded, so you can go check that out if you want to see how to force a card, how to control a card in the deck. But I'm just gonna go quickly over right now, just in case you haven't seen my first video. First, you're gonna take the chosen card and put it on the bottom of the deck. When you shuffle bridge-wise, make sure you place this card. You first bridge the right hand first before you go on this left one. So as you can see, although I am shuffling the rest of the cards, the 10 of hearts is still staying on the bottom. Next, when I overhand shuffle, you want to make sure to keep pulling up off cards off of the top like this. And eventually, you'll have 1 card in your hand, which is the bottom card. Just like that, that's the 10 of hearts. Here, I shuffle it, I put the 10 of hearts face up so you can see it more visually. Here, just like this. You're gonna keep pulling cards off of the top, just like this. And just like that, now your 10 of hearts is on the top. And then after that, you can just force the card, just like that. Now, for the second part of the trick, the envelope. This in no means is an ordinary envelope. If you take a closer look inside, it may look normal if you just open it like that, as you can see. But in reality, if you pull apart the layers, as you can see, there are 2 layers in this envelope. Here, let me just zoom it a bit, just like that. So you can see, there are 2 layers. So you could place the card in one of the layers. Let's just place it in the second layer, just like that. And when you show the envelope to the spectator, you can see it that it's completely empty, just like that. But then, when you open it naturally, there's a card inside of it now. It's really cool. So let's teach you how to make one of these really cool envelope gimmicks. I'll explain how to handle the cards and the envelope to get the card inside of the envelope after I teach you how to make one. First, to make an envelope, you will need 2 ordinary card envelopes. These should be bigger than a card and opaque, so it has to be opaque obviously, so the spectator doesn't see that there's a card inside of it. So first, you're gonna take one of the envelopes and you're gonna peel it off just like this with an X-Acto knife. You're gonna peel off the bottom layer. Next, after you peel off the bottom layer, you want to remove any other adhesive that is connecting the 2 pieces together. Just like this. So now as you can see, you have a hollow envelope. You can open on both sides, just like that. Next, you will want to remove the adhesive in between the envelope, just like this. Now when you're cutting the bottom layer, you want to be careful that you try not to cut the paper like this. In this case, it doesn't matter because the flap's coming over, but when you're doing it yourself, try to go a bit slower than I did so it doesn't like rip the paper too much. Anyways, now as you can see, you have a flat piece of envelope and a normal envelope. Then you're gonna take this envelope and you are going to, let's see what I did. You're gonna wrap it around the old one, just like this. Make sure it's faced the right way, and then you're going to want to glue it just like that. So now you basically have a 2-layered envelope. Just get some stick glue and just glue them together. Now you're almost done with the envelope. So you can see you have already created 2 separable layers to hide for the trick, just like that. So you can see there's 2 layers already, but there's still one more step left. So you can see right here there are 2 flaps from the 2 envelopes, so you want to make sure to cut off the one on the outside, so the flap will match perfectly. So just cut off it just like this. Try not to cut off the card itself, I mean the other envelope. See, just like that. Now you have your gimmick envelope. As you can see, you can still see a bit of purple from the glue, but after a while it will dry and become clear, just like this one. That's cool. So now, as you know what card the spectator will be choosing, and you know the trick of the envelope, let's put them together to teach you how this trick is done. First, for this trick you will need 2 of the same card. Make sure they are roughly the same condition, so it is not too obvious when you to the spectator. Like it should look the same from the back and front. Next, you'll be inserting one of the cards into the envelope. As you can see, if you open the envelope naturally, just like that, one of the layers is hidden. Make sure to put the card in the open one, just like that. Now, you can either put the card you will force on the bottom or the top. It just depends if you're going to shuffle the deck or not. If you're not shuffling the deck, you can just keep it on top. It's completely fine. So first, when you bring out the envelope, when you're taking it out of your pocket like that, you're going to want to take your index finger, pull down the outer layer just like this, and then you can just open up the first layer just like that. So you have to insert your finger just like that, and then you can open up the first layer. Try to smooth out the edges so it looks like this is just one envelope hole. Now you can show the spectator that there is nothing in the envelope. Hand it to them. Next, you want to force them the 10 of hearts, which is the card that's already in the envelope, just like that. Let's say you forced it. Then the rest is just hocus pocus. It's just completely useless. It just adds to the effect of the trick. First, you want to cage the deck, just like this. Or you can do it in any other way. Some people don't use the rubber bands, they just like throwing the deck at the envelope and making it look like the card has entered the envelope magically. It doesn't really matter. It's all about how you want to perform the trick. Then you can just push the cards in. As you notice, when you push the cards in, the rubber band, it just pushes in. So you don't have to worry about positioning or anything. So you can see, the rubber band just pushes in. Another way to do it, you can just stick the cards like that and pass it through the envelope and say that the card is now in there. It doesn't really matter how you do it. You just want to make it look like that you have to make a trick look like it's a possibility that the card got in there. If you like magically make it in there and don't even give an effort on trying to get it in the envelope, the audience will think, oh, the card was already in the envelope before the trick started, and you want to make sure they don't think that. Next, you can open the envelope normally, show them that there is one card, and that is their chosen card. So that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out. Oh yeah, you're still here, eh? Well, remember how I was talking about a giveaway? Obviously, before I made this video, I knew that some of you would say, oh, but I don't have enough envelopes. So I don't have the time to make an envelope. Well, as you can see, I made 2 already, and I will be giving 1 away to a lucky spectator. To a lucky viewer. So you can see, this is the double-walled envelope. I'll be giving this away. First, this is all you have to do. First, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and then go down in the Google Forms that I will link into the description. Enter your email so I can contact you, and then that's it. After that, the giveaway should end in about a few weeks, and the winner of the cool envelope will be announced. Of course, you can make the envelope yourself, but if you don't have time to do it, or if you just can't, you don't have the resources, don't worry, you can enter the giveaway. And because this is such a small channel, there's a high chance of you winning. So, good luck in the giveaway.